Alright guys, welcome back. In this video I'm going to go briefly over Azure Automation, basically using my little custom script that uses tags to stop and start VM. I know there are many out there. Like I've mentioned before in numerous video, the best script is the one you create yourself, and I'm just going to share this out. So what I did for this video is I created just two VMs. Let's go to this one. All right, currently stop deallocated, and VM001 has two tags: start auto, stop auto. All right, and let's go to VM002. All right, this one is running, and it has no tags. But let's go ahead and stop it. All right, while that's going through, let's go ahead and work on our automation. So I go to automation account, and I go to add automation account. Then I'll give the automation account a name, dv, dv1 dv1 auto. This could be anything. And I'm gonna go ahead and say let's use existing resource group, but it doesn't matter. You can use anyone. And for the location, Azure Automation is actually it's only in few locations. These are the locations that you can actually get an account there. I'm just gonna leave mine as East US 2. Now this section here is very important because before, the biggest problem people have with Azure Automation is to get credentials, to get you authenticated on your portal. Microsoft has made this easy. They'll create an account for you that you can use. To use my custom script, you need to have this set at yes, so it actually does the auto creation for you. So and let's give that a few minutes to go through. For some reason, my search on this thing doesn't work. I'm looking for Azure Accessories, Notepad. Okay, and while I was doing that, I saw a notification here saying, okay, you want to wait until all these are created, so let's give it a few more minutes. All right, once they're all created, let's go ahead and refresh. We should have an automated account here, so let's go ahead and open that up. I'm just copying things I'm going to need later on. Okay, so once that comes up, we're going to go ahead and jump. You should check in the assets and connection. You should see two connections in there, and make sure this bottom one is there, Azure Run as connection. Just want to confirm it's there and okay. And then now let's go to RunBooks. Now what we're gonna do here is we're gonna go ahead and download my custom script and add that as a runbook. So let's go to a new tab. I just put it up in GitHub. This is my first script I'm putting up in GitHub. I'm going to start using GitHub so I'll be able to track my changes in descriptions, things like Azure and PowerShell changes all the time. So in GitHub, all you need to do is go ahead and just download the whole thing. Let's go ahead and save, open folder, and I'm just going to extract everything out into the same new folder here. Then I'm going to jump back into the portal runbook section. Then I'm going to add a runbook. Go ahead and import. Select file, go to downloads here. The first ones I'm going to do is I'm going to do start VM. That should pre-fill everything in here for you. So let's go ahead and say create. Then I'm just going to go ahead back into the add a runbook, import. Go stop. I'm going to add all of them now, and then we can look at them later. Okay. Okay, so once I have all four script imported as runbook, you see they all say new. They need to be in the publish state. So I'm just going to go into each and every one of them and do publish. So this is the start. So for the start, you click on that and you go to edit. Now in the start and the stop runbooks, you need to change a few things. As you can see, these parameters are actually set to my development environment. So what you need to do in this case here is take this out. This is the name of the account. And this is the name of the resource group where the runbooks are. And then you save and publish. That just published one of the runbooks. So you have to do the same thing for the rest. But in the start VM and the stop VM, you do not need to change anything in those. All you need to do is go to edit and say publish. Let's go to that's the stop. The stop also, you have to did the automated account name. Oops. And the resource group where the automation account is in. Then you say save, publish. And lastly, for the stop VM, let's say publish. Now, once that is done and you have all published, let's take a quick look at our VM status. Okay. So let's go into virtual machines. Okay, so they all stopped deallocated. So what we're going to do is test out the start. So let's jump back into that. And we're not using the start VM because we want this to use the tags. We're using the one that says start. And I'm just going to go ahead and run it. Now, if you didn't pre-fill those values out in actually the runbook itself, you have the option here to actually put what values you have. But since I've already added them in the script because these are my default values I want, I can just hit on OK. And that will queue my job. The best place I like to look at this is go back here, it's from the main automation account overview or dashboard. See, it tells me I have one job queued. And the one job is running. If I go to jobs, and click on the job, I can see the job is running. If I want to see the status of the job, what's going on the screen, I can go to look at the output. Okay, so this is the output. So right now it's logging into Azure. This output is there because I created it in the script to show that section of it. But basically from this output, you can see, depending on how the script is configured, you can see what exactly is going on at the time. So the script is still running. Okay, so this is giving outputs of the environment. It's validated the environment, okay. So, okay, now it's starting this machine. And for what it does is when it tries to start that machine, it creates another job. So this this job is done. So all this job does, the start job, is check for the machine using the whether it has the tags. And then if the machine has the tags, it creates another job to start that machine. So if you go back into the main automation account, see one job is complete and there's another job on running. If you go back into jobs, now we have the VM the start VM job that is running. And if you check the this is the job dashboard. You see the input that job got from the script is the name of the VM and the resource group. And it got this because this VM has a tag that says to start automatically, or to start using the automation. And you can also check the output of that job running. So this job also needs to log into Azure, and then it will keep on going down the list of what it's doing. And it started the virtual machine. And let's give it a few minutes. Or even while it's starting the virtual machine here, we can jump here. Let's see. See? That machine is in a starting state. Now, while that machine is starting, I'm going to jump into 2. And I'm going to add tags to 2. The tags I have on my script is the start tag, saying auto. And also I have a stop tag. Okay. So once those are there, I did save, right? I can close this out. And let's jump back. It says running now. So let's jump back into automation dashboard. All right, so we have 2 completed jobs. Let's check the output, and you get the status okay, then the machine is up and running. Perfect. Now, since the other machine was out of scope because you didn't have the tags in there, if you go back in here and just rerun that job, so let's go here, let's go RunBook. Let's go start again. Let's start this one out. Just say okay. And this time we're not going to follow the whole step again. So what we're going to do is just let it play out. And let's come here and just check when the machine starts running. Okay, it took a while, but the VM is it's running. So if we jump back into automation here, you can see we completed 4 jobs. Let's go ahead and look at the 4 jobs. Okay, let's look at the this one is the one we went through the first time. So let's look at the other one. Completed okay. This is the output. It went through the start script, and then it started the it sends out the job to start the second VM, because now it has the tag. And if you notice, it didn't send anything out to start the first job, because the first job the machine was already running, so it did not check for that. And then once it sends out that job, let's check out that job itself. Let's check out the start VM job. Okay, and that was okay. All right, so the next, what we're going to do now is let's go through the stop. Since both servers have the stop tag, it's going to do jobs at the same time. So if we go here and then we go to stop, then we say run, start the stop. It's going to bring up that same information, but since we already have this pre-filled in the stop also, and it's looking for the auto tag, so all I do is say stop. And then I'll just go back to my my favorite place. I like to camp out when I'm running an automation job. It's right here, the dashboard. I'll refresh, so it has a one job queued. Okay, so now the one four completed. The one job is now on the running state. Now it's going to add two more jobs in a couple of seconds here. Let's give it a few minutes. It's still logging in and it's trying to filter out what machines to start and all of that. So okay, so it now it's queued another job. Should queue one more in a minute. Oh, there you go. So it has two jobs queued, completed 5 and queued 2 jobs. So if you go into jobs, it'll be doing the stop. See, it completed the stop, which gathers all the information. Now it's running the 2 individual stop VM jobs. If you go into those jobs and see input, now that's the input it got from the start script. You got the name and the resource group of the machine. Good. Let's look at the second stop job. Inputs, it gets the name and resource group. Perfect. Now while that is running, it's actually queued. Let's refresh. Then the running state. So while that is running, if you jump into the virtual machines, they'll be stopping or deallocating either one. Deallocating. Perfect. Now, so we can wait for it to go, but while that is going on, so this is just my way of stopping and starting VMs using tags. If you feel comfortable, you can play around with the tags. I'll just go over one of them. Oh, sorry, the wrong one. I need to go over this one. Keeps jumping if I can click. Okay, so this is what it looks like. So these are the parameters. We already went through them initially. So, but what it does is here it uses the built-in connection to connect to the Azure environment. That's what this section does. This is what I got from the built-in script. This section here, I created a function And this function is going to go through the all the V2 machines, and it's going to check for the tag with keys start, and then it's going to check for value with the variable start type, which is what we had up here as auto. So basically, we'll be looking for anything that says start, key start, and then the value type is auto. Once the function gets that, the function will check. In this case here, it will come and try to get the status of the machine, whether it's VM deallocated or VM running. Okay, and that's all this function does. Next here, it's gonna get all the subscriptions, everything that my account or this account is tied to. Then for each of those subscription, is gonna use is gonna get the resource group. Sorry about that. So for each subscription here, so it's going to go through my account, each subscription, then it's going to try to get the VMs by the resource group, and that's it here. Then this one here, it's gonna look for all the VMs that are on deallocated states that meet all the criteria above. Then for each of those VM, it's just gonna start an automated job to the start VM to start that VM, and that's it. It's the same. The script is the same thing for the stop. The only difference is that instead of looking for equals VM deallocated, is looking for VM not deallocated. So in a running state, or I could have changed that to VM equals VM running. But either way. All right. I hope you enjoyed the information and use this to good and put it to good use, I should say. Let's check and make sure all our VM are stop are deallocated. Perfect. And let's go back to our jobs. I'll also make sure all the jobs are. All right, all jobs are completed. All right, thank you for your time, and you have a great day.